All right, welcome back, Ode friends. We are here for our special edition of the Ode Chronicles. 15 minutes of fame, and we are with Matt. Say your last name for me so I don't slaughter it.
Antoniou.
Antoniou. See, I would have said it totally wrong. All
Oh,
right.
you should have. Everybody else does.
I butcher last name, so it's kind of becoming a thing. Not on purpose, of course, but so we're here mostly.
And it's okay. I've been calling you Juno for like months now. So
well, I created that own confusion.
yeah,
so.
that's fine though. Sorry, go on.
That's all right. So we're here tonight so we can get to know our 2021 Ode to Laz Ultra Marathon runners. And this is a race that's going to be taking place in July. And this is not your first time to this race. And so just tell the people who don't know you watching this a little bit about yourself and what first got you into running Ode to Laz.
A little bit about myself. I've been running for just over a decade and gravitated towards trails right from the beginning. And within a couple of years was doing ultras and just been enjoying that for, since about 2011. So about 10 years of doing ultras, and I'm local to the Holly area. So where the race takes place is one of the trails that I frequent almost on a weekly basis. At least in 2019, we were there on a weekly basis running those trails. So when the race came up, when it was brand new and Tad put it out there, and we had some friends of the running group that knew Tad, the RD of Ode to Laz, and so he got us, he informed us about it, and so we all jumped in and started doing it. So we figured, we know the trail and we're local, so why not come out and see how many loops we can do.
Yeah. And you didn't just come out and have fun that first year either. You came out and put in some pretty big miles. So
I did.
You did. So how far did you go that year, 2019?
One less than Sarah Moore.
Right. and
that's all it took for a DNF.
Do you remember how many laps it was that?
I did 25 laps the first year.
25.
So,
okay.
Yep. Just over, it was 104 and some change. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so which is nothing to be ashamed of. So, and then.
Oh no, loved it. It was fantastic. Yeah.
So did you come back last year then?
I did last year also. So,
okay.
And I started in Oak Flats last year.
Okay.
And just wasn't feeling it though, just everything. And I'm sure like a lot of people with COVID, just, never really got their groove for 2020. So I ended up running, I think it was just under 70 miles and call it a day. So it was, it was fun. I enjoyed it up until I wasn't, and then said, let's go home and go to bed.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for this year, if you would like to share with us?
I'm going to run one more than Sarah Moore. So that's my goal.
Okay. Yeah.
No, my game plan is to do as many as I can, obviously. And I want to be competitive. And I feel a lot better this year than I did last year.
Okay.
Stronger and mentally just back to getting to running.
Yeah.
Looking forward really just to put a lot of miles in, seeing a lot of friends. I've got a ton of the racers are friends and acquaintance, running buddies of mine. So it's a great opportunity just to get some miles in and run with people and catch up and treat it like a long group run for a while, and then turn it into a race after, several hundred loops. So we'll see how it goes.
That's good. So, you mentioned not feeling it in 2020. Do you personally use other racing events or running events as part of your training? And do you think that had anything to do, with maybe not feeling it so much at the Ode last year, was that there weren't that many events to use as practice runs?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I agree with that 100%, that statement. That's exactly how I treat my running season, or my my race schedule throughout the year. I typically try to do a 100 miler in the spring, a 100 miler in the fall, and round it out with 50 milers as training races and runs. And it helps just to have to be involved in a 50-mile race as opposed to a training run, because you get that atmosphere, you get that feeling.
Yeah.
And it also reminds you when you have the adrenaline going and you forget to do things, not to forget to do those things during the 100 milers.
Right.
Last year I didn't have that. The races going up to Ode were canceled. Ode was postponed, and there was a lot of variables if Ode would even be going last year, or if it would it be postponed for another month. So the training schedule was really just out of whack last year. So, and then of course, I'm in school right now, so school got put remote as opposed to being in person. Same thing with work, so there's a lot of stuff going on before the race. So yeah, it just that on top of those, like you're saying, those races that I dare say I depend on those to prepare me for a longer race like Ode, especially at Ode, where you don't know how far you're going to end up going.
Yeah, exactly. It could be like, you did the first year well over 100 miles. So yeah, you're never really sure. If you had to guess how many laps or how many miles this year is going to go at Ode, what would be your best guess?
I'm not going to answer that one. Oh no.
No?
No, I'm not going to answer it. 2 reasons. One, I don't want to give away what I think I can do.
Okay.
Because I really am going to try to, win it overall this year. And 2, there's some competitors coming from out of state and some other areas that I honestly don't know much about them. So, and I hear, reputation wise, or even ambition, they've got some big numbers under their belts already. So I truly have no idea what to even expect. I do expect it to go well over 100 miles. So I expect 24, well over 24 hours. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that would be fair.
But then again, if the weather's like it is, this morning or yesterday morning where it was 75, 77 degrees, almost 100% humidity.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to run through.
Are you doing anything to prepare for the heat? Anything different than you typically do, or?
No, not really, because Michigan's always kind of this situation and these temps. So I just run more, getting out in the heat of the day, trying to do double runs so I can run, in the hotter parts of the day and the lower parts of the day. And I've done a 50K in April, and then I'm heading down to do a 50-miler next weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so, so I'm able to get back into that training plan where I can do these races now, building up to a longer race. So, and when I do that 50-miler, I'll push it. It's typically a hotter race and a humid race. So that I expect to be what it's going to be like for Ode here. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck with that next week.
Oh, thanks.
Where are you going to be?
Mohican next weekend.
Oh, lovely.
In Ohio.
Oh, have fun. I heard that's a tough course.
I'm sorry, it is, but it's so beautiful. It's such a great course,
Yeah.
Not even close to Ode. No. I mean, Holly Wreck is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And, our course is kind of sneaks up on you, I feel like. When you first go out for your first lap, and you're like, that's not so bad, and then you do a couple more, and you're like, okay, and then you start tripping over the rocks as you keep going and going. We've got some stuff that when you get up into those miles, it starts to get a little more technical than you first thought it was when you start out. So it's like that trail just kind of sneaks up on you a little bit. So everybody watching this, be ready for that.
It is definitely a technical course. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tight course, so it's going to be if this is your first time coming out 2021, Be prepared for some stairs, a few stairs,
A few, yeah, a few.
give or take.
Yeah.
I don't, the 5 or 6 years I've been running, I don't think I've ever counted the stairs.
No,
And I've always been looking down.
Yeah, I have not counted them either. All we know is they go to heaven, and if you make it, you're all good, right?
Yeah, that's
So,
yeah.
if you can make it up that, you're fine.
That's yeah.
Do you have a favorite song that pumps you up for your runs, or that you put on when you're feeling like you're getting pooped out to like kind of give you a kick in the butt?
No, unfortunately for this conversation, I do not listen to music, never have.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Never have.
Never
Not while
have.
running ever.
No, I've got an old MP3 player from like Kmart from 1990 or something like that I used once in a while, but I don't even know where, I haven't seen it in probably 15 years so, or 10 years. So
Do you have a phone?
I no, once in a blue moon I'll do music, but no.
Okay.
I like to be on the trails. I like to listen
Okay.
and hear things, and you've ran with me enough times to know that I'd rather converse.
Yeah. We had a question on here, chatty or not chatty, but I wasn't even going to ask you that.
A bit, just a sorta.
Yeah, everybody will find out how chatty our family is. So you
They
are.
will.
We.
That's my.
Right, you're in competition with a couple other runners from our Ode family of being the happiest guy on trail. You are always smiling. So why are you always smiling? What keeps you in such high spirits?
I just love running. I love being out there. I love the community. I love chatting. Just it's where I find the joy. So if you don't see me happy, I'm probably going to take off.
Okay.
But like last year, 2020, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't having a good time. I think I did probably 3 or 4 additional loops, and said, I'm just not feeling it. So I call it a day. The only time I really push through anything like that is if I'm doing a Western race, and I put the time and I put the effort and the logistics, and when you get out there, you spend the money and the time and the effort to get there, then I'm going to finish that race. But again, that's different for Ode, because you can feel crappy at mile 85 and 100 miler, and you go, okay, I got 15 miles to go, let's just go. Where Ode, you could be at 85 and you could have another 185 to go or 150 to go. So that definitely mental thing, but no, I just enjoy it. I love it. And especially races like this. It's a local race. Like I said earlier, I know a lot of people, so it's going to be just great. It's going to be so much fun.
We're going to have lots of fun.
That and
Do you have, okay, so everybody talks about going into the pain cave. Do you go into the pain cave? You seem too happy to be in a pain cave ever. But if you do you have a mantra or something that like gets you out of the cave, or do you just roll with it?
I get lulls, but no, I don't do like that. I've never really had the pain cave.
Okay.
Where there's been times where I felt like I've broken, or I've fallen apart or broken, but or I just hate life, where you're angry at somebody. But I've done enough of them where I know that's going to happen, no matter how happy you are at the beginning, sometime during the race, or at the end when you finish and you've accomplished such an awesome goal. There's going to be those lows. There always are. They're just So I guess experience has taught me to roll with it until I get through it. But no mantras or anything like that. Just
Okay.
No.
I think mine is get up this hill. Get up this hill.
Well, I do have mental games. I love math, so I start doing math. I'll do the watch, and I'll start looking at my times and my paces. I guess more of a mental mathematics distractions.
Okay.
Especially so if it's like a a different format than Ode. If there's aid stations at different, spaced out differently throughout the race, I'll work my aid station, the aid station. Okay, it's 12 miles, it's 10 miles. What's my pace? Just to get me through those lulls. Yeah. Yeah. There's always some, yeah, but no mantra or anything like that, but mental games or mental things like that. Yeah. And I sing songs that get stuck in my head. So, yeah, people hate me. Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a Baby Shark song at all one year, was it?
I've never got Baby Shark stuck in my head. I did get Soft Kitty stuck in my head. And that was 2011 or so.
Was that from Friends?
Big Bang Theory. The Soft Kitty, Warm Kitty.
Yeah, little ball of fur or whatever.
Yes, yeah. I sang that for like 3 hours, and people would just like slow down to get away from me. It was horrid.
Purposely quit. I can't take it. Maybe that's your tactic. Just to really drive somebody crazy, and then they'll just quit.
I think if it was going to happen, it would have been last year with Baby Shark.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have made everybody snap.
So speaking of strange inside things, for those who don't know about the Baby Shark song, Sarah Moore hates the Baby Shark song. So if you really want to throw her off, just keep playing that at your tent with your crew. But there was something going on. You participated in our Ode to the Night, and that was the 12-hour night runner. You crewed it, or you were there?
Yes, we were. Yeah, it was crewing and I'm sorry.
I said, I saw pictures of you. I know you were there.
Yes. And sometimes people just bring, cutouts of me and put them up. It's crazy. Yeah. And it's good because if it's a photo account, so.
So, right. So on the Ode to Laz Facebook page, there was a picture of you with a very large amount of bananas. And I would like to know what was going on with all those bananas.
I really can't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can't believe the photo showed up. So
that's off limits. Okay.
We can't talk about that. Let's just say we started with a lot more bananas.
Will there be bananas in July?
That is up to Tad.
Okay.
If Tad wants bananas there will be bananas there. Cases, from what I understand. So.
Okay. The banana has not been banned.
Not that I'm aware of. But yeah, that's if you want to know about the bananas, you got to run with me a little bit.
Okay. So our last question, because we are going to run out of time here. I'm pretty sure we've gone over the 15 minutes because I've been laughing too much. This is a very serious one that everybody would want to know. If you were stranded on a remote island all by yourself, what is one item you would bring or want with you?
Satellite telephone.
Oh, very wise.
Or do I want to be on that island?
I don't know. You're all by yourself.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that or Netflix.
Right. All right. Well, Matt is wise and loves his entertainment. So.
Oh, about the bananas.
and loves his bananas. So he may be a force to be reckoned with this July, you guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me for a little bit this evening. And yeah, if you had one last thing you would like to say to your competitors, what would it be?
Oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a blast. We're going to go a long, long time. And hopefully everybody does as well as they plan on doing. Yeah. And lastly, let me say thank you for including me in these interviews. This was a blast. And I can't wait to see how you edit it. It's going to be amazing.
I don't know how to edit, remember?
I held back like we talked about, thank goodness. So
I'm computer illiterate. This is what I know, and that's all. Like, I know nothing else. Tad does everything else. I just send him it. So kudos to Tad. He'll put the pretty cover photo on and all that.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, thank you again for including me, and I'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, can't wait.